All right, y'all look at the thumbnail. Y'all see the title. And today we got something new. And this is what bro name is? I can't even, is that Tsunami or something? Tsunami or something like that? And this is the most useless character in MK? In MK? Oh Lord now. And it got Noob. It got Noob Sector or Cyborg Sector or something like that. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's check what you got to say, cause like I said, I don't really play with him that often, that much. But let's see what bro talking about.
Noob Saibot is one of, if not my favorite character in the entirety of Mortal Kombat.
I mean, he was cool. He was cool in Mortal Kombat what? Mortal Kombat 9? He was alright in Mortal Kombat 9, but like I said, it's just too many people spamming with him.
And honestly, that's probably one of the only good things I'm gonna be saying about this guy for the rest of the video. Bihan is the first to hold
it's the backstory that began me. The backstory was confusing me and all this stuff, like with all this right here, like also he was, you know, so let's just check it out.
Title of Sub-Zero, with the second being his brother Kuei Liang. And in all three timelines, he is fated to become the undead all-powerful wraith that is known as Noob Saibot. But just before this, in Mortal Kombat 9,
Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 9.
Bihan enters the tournament with his fellow Lin Kuei assassins to compete for Outworld, with his first fight being against...
Done.
Damn!
You're leaving.
With his first fight being against Sonya Blade. It's at this point in the video where I have to slightly detour because I cannot continue ignoring the fact that this is the worst organized tournament ever. Shang Tsung was just freestyling the whole shit start to finish. In the beginning, he had everybody assembled together. The fighters of Earthrealm, the fighters of Outworld, a random ass monk audience, some security guards, I'm guessing. This might be the last assembly that would ever need security guards, but okay. My point is that everybody is assembled and organized as if it were an actual tournament. And every fight after that, it gets increasingly more spontaneous. After two fights.
Now, in Mortal Kombat 9, I was playing more with Cyrek now. I was playing with Cyrek on Mortal Kombat 9, MK9, bro. I'm just letting you know.
He stops the gathering to say the tournament resumes tomorrow. And this man walks into Sonya Blade underground trying to free Jax and says, "You will face Sub-Zero." Then he just spawns in? How did he hear that? Did he know he was gonna fight next? He said the tournament resumes at dawn. Nigga, this is the same night 15 minutes later. Anyways, 20 minutes into the game, Bihan's first fight against a regular, raggedy-daggedy white woman, he loses. And this isn't even the most confusing part of this scene.
Bro, y'all don't understand, bro. I was locked in on every Mortal Kombat game. Mortal Kombat, this one. Then wait, I think it was Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat 11. Then wait, I think Mortal Kombat 12. Then I think we got Mortal Kombat 1. And I got Mortal Kombat 1. And now who I play with on Mortal Kombat 1 is my favorite ones is Gear. What his name? Gear and Reptile, bro. I be teabagging, bro.
Right. Raiden teleports in right after Sub-Zero gets his ass beat. I don't know why people keep teleporting in, and I don't know where Bihan went after he lost. For some reason, when Raiden spawns in, the second Shang Tsung senses the slightest disagreement between the two, he goes, "A challenge?" I don't know what pisses me off the most. The fact that Shang Tsung cut her off, or Sonya randomly getting mad at Raiden, not at Shang Tsung, or Raiden getting his ass beat, or the fact that both of them are on the same team.
Yeah, I'm saying they ally. Yeah, like the story always be like the plot is everywhere.
So whose team does this win count as? Because even if Friendly Fire would somehow remove a point from Earthrealm, Raiden isn't able to participate. So he just made them fight for no reason. Yo, who put this old ass nigga in charge, man? Day 2. Everybody is assembled again. I don't know what the score is, and I don't know if everybody's caught up on what happened last night, but in this scene, Scorpion shows up. He starts yapping about his family and how he wants to fight Sub-Zero and wants his head. Scorpion and Kung Lao fight. Scorpion wins.
Bro, I can't stand when people playing with Kung Lao. They just be wanting. Bro, you play online with this character right here.
How he wants to fight Sub-Zero and wants his head. Scorpion and Kung Lao fight.
You play with this character online, bro. Damn. Bro, but I ain't gonna lie. I love when they spam though. I be playing with Cyrek and I be dog walking.
Scorpion wins. Nightwolf fights him next, and
I forgot about Nightwolf.
also loses to Scorpion. The next scene is in this room. Remember when I said that Scorpion spawned in and started yapping earlier? He wants Sub-Zero because he supposedly killed his entire clan. Raiden in turn says that if he defeats Sub-Zero and doesn't kill them, Raiden will try to convince the Elder Gods to bring his clan back. The reason I say this is because Scorpion becomes somewhat passive after this. So when walking up to—
Look at bro, I be playing with Siret and Sector, bro. I be playing with these two. Bro, this, good time.
rival Lin Kuei members Cyrax and Sector. They low-key cussed Scorpion out and his whole clan.
Your inferior clan is dead. Soon you will join them.
My clan may walk the earth once more.
We done.
Nigga, calm down. Why did he get mad at that? Scorpion said—
Hey, Cyrus took a W though. Cyrus got a W, bro. That's Cyrus right there. Anything Cyrus do, always catch a W.
nothing bad back to you nor your clan. So what part of what he said provoked him that much? Then, like clockwork, right after this, Shang Tsung, not missing a beat, a challenge? I'm telling you, he makes this shit up on the spot, bruh. The Lin Kuei are fighting for Outworld. He is making teams fight amongst themselves. Shang Tsung has managed tournaments for centuries before this one, so I shiver, I shudder at the thought of how he handled the other tournaments before this. This point goes to nobody, and on top of that, Bihan pulls up to talk shit to Scorpion and not only loses to him, Scorpion kills him. Not only was Sub-Zero also fighting for Outworld, that nigga already lost. Sonya Blade beat his ass. So why did he come back unannounced? So Scorpion eliminated 3 people off of his own team, and also Kung Lao and Nightwolf. Johnny Cage is eliminated by Cyrax. Wait, was Cyrax not already eliminated? I guess it doesn't count since they were both representing Outworld. So why make them fight anyway? You know what? Cyrax eliminates, but refuses.
We just in it for the fight, bro.
To kill Johnny Cage, which in turn pisses off Sector, his fellow Lin Kuei member, and they fight shortly after.
Yeah, I don't know why they were fighting. Yeah.
Does nobody know how to follow directions in this godforsaken game? Literally, all you have to do is not fight your teammates and fight the other team. This is like the 5th.
So I feel like it was like manipulation and all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, it was confusing, but the story was everywhere. The story was everywhere with this, bro. I was just enjoying fighting, bro.
Instance of people fighting amongst themselves. But also, after Johnny Cage is eliminated, Shang Tsung says the last fighter for Earthrealm is Liu Kang. Sonya never lost. How did she get eliminated? She won every single fight she was in.
She's an NPC, bro. That's what she was. She really was an NPC.
This is making my head hurt, man. I guess she forfeited the tournament when she got a hold of her partner Jax, but this was never addressed. The conclusion of the tournament is Liu Kang faces and wins against Shang Tsung and Goro, and claims victory over the last 2 contestants.
I forgot about Ermac. My brother like playing with Ermac, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
My new headphone broke. My old headphone broke. My keyboard broke.
After this loss, everybody's sorry ass does the walk of shame back to where they came from. There is a new tournament later on in the story, but this tournament takes much more of a backseat in comparison in the story and has virtually nothing to do with Bihan. So back to Bihan, who is the real topic of this video. Just to recap, he loses his first fight in the game 15 minutes into the story, and he's eliminated, but for some reason he comes back fresh off a loss and dies. So this is 0 for 2, not even 30 minutes in, and dead. In his next appearance in the story, he is resurrected to be an undead servant to the sorcerer Quan Chi, who by the way lied to Scorpion, saying that Bihan killed his family. When it was
see all them lies and manipulation and all that stuff going crazy.
Actually Quan Chi. So now Bihan serving a nigga that lied on his name. I could say 0 for 3 just off of that, cause that's tough. Anyways, with this resurrection, Bihan loses his powers of cryomancy, but gains new powers under the name Noob Saibot. These powers allow him to infinitely clone himself. Please remember this. Infinitely clone himself, open up portals, and teleport. With all of these newfound
crazy powers. Crazy powers.
Noob Saibot finds himself against the formidable Kung Lao. 0 for 3. For our next appearance, we'll
Kaibot, ain't his name? Kaibot.
Fast forward to Cabal's chat.
Yeah, Cabal, whatever, Cabal.
Cabal is, or was, Stryker's partner in the police force before Kentaro burned his ass alive. Shortly after recovering through Shang Tsung's magic, he infiltrates Shao Kahn's fortress in an attempt to escape Outworld through his portal to Earth. And when spotted, he becomes outnumbered in a 2v1 against Mileena and Noob. This was technically a 3v1 because, mind you, Noob Saibot fights alongside his shadow.
But his shadow ain't really... But his shadow ain't really is giving that he's not really human, I think. I don't know.
And still loses!
Is that ringing?
0 for 4, bro. Oh my god. In his next appearance, he meets his brother Kuei Liang.
Oh, I forgot about this one.
Now, I've summarized Kuei Liang's journey through this campaign in my last video, but to put it short, Kuei Liang has taken the title of Sub-Zero shortly after Bihan loses his only 2 matches. Kuei Liang, after assuming his title, won every single match he found himself in, demanded to fight Scorpion and beat his ass, only to get jumped by like 5 Lin Kuei robots and turned into a microwave. After getting cyberized, he goes on another winning streak and is at a graveyard spying on Quan Chi's Soul Tornado, when the ever-hopeless Noob Saibot marches over to
That just tell you, bro, he really can't die. He can't die. Noob cannot die.
confront Cyber Kuei Liang. It is then where he says the single most upsetting line I've ever heard in a video game.
Quan Chi restored me. Restored. You and I both. We are flawed copies of our former selves. I have no flaws.
No flaws! Yo, who the fuck is this? No flaws! Why is
Hey, let him cook.
it that the most useless person you know is always the most narcissistic? Where does this nigga get this confidence from? You have no recorded wins. You haven't won a single fight in a...
But you know what? People can bypass all that because he's like the most popular one. He's the most popular one, so they're gonna let it slide.
Fighting game. And what do you mean serving the Netherrealm fits your Negro, please. What have you done to accomplish that purpose? You couldn't even accidentally be useful up to this point. I'm not even gonna say anything else. I'm gonna just play the rest of this clip.
It suits my purpose. But brother, we share blood. We are not brothers.
That's a bar right there. We share blood. We are not brothers. Ugh. You got the nastiest bars.
Then I will not regret your defeat.
Nah, that crazy to me.
As if that wasn't enough, to finally wrap up this whole shit fest, he fights Nightwolf right after this with what is probably the worst fighting choreography I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I would take Nightwolf as like, you know, like, he ain't really that strong to me. That way he's giving, like, Nightwolf ain't really that strong to me.
Then he gets kicked into the very soul tornado that he helped make and dies. Again. This is the last time he's seen in this entire game. Nigga lost every fight and died. 2 times! 2 on-screen deaths in the same game.
Mother Kombat X. Let's get it.
His poor performance on the court led him to being transferred to play overseas with the Sweden Swordfishes for the entire duration of Mortal Kombat X. For some reason in Mortal Kombat 11, Bihan is at his sassiest compared to every other appearance. This is not, mind you, this is not an easy feat by...
Now see, with this right here, I was playing more with Kano then. Kano was a cheat sheet, bro.
any stretch of
a cheat character, like a cheat easy win character, bro. I'll just let you know that.
imagination. His last appearance, all he did was talk shit, die, look at his brother in the face. I have no flaws. In Mortal Kombat 11, Kronika, a Titan, makes her first appearance in this game, threatening the erasure of this timeline in order to make a new era, due to her being fed up with the current one. And considering Bi-Han's track record, it's no surprise that he also wants to erase history. It's funny how that works, huh? I don't know who he was feeling like. But like I said, he's extremely sassy for most of his dialogue. Maybe he's mad that he had like 50 seconds of screen time. Maybe he just had a really bad day. But at one point, he just blatantly starts being sexist.
You should have been Grandmaster.
I would not allow female Lin Kuei.
You're worse than Kuai Liang.
Bro, what is wrong with this nigga? Why did you feel the need to say that to the only person who would ever unconditionally praise you? You know how sometimes you be wanting to feel bad for somebody, but they make it extremely hard to for no reason? I get that you might still be mad about your astronomical underperformance in your last appearance, which led to him getting benched for the entirety of Mortal Kombat X, by the way. 9 DLC characters. They added a stank-ass fat alcoholic bitch.
Boo-Haw, boy named Boo-Haw or whatever, bro. I wasn't really playing with him though, but you know, he cool.
Before they subbed Noob in. Why are you mad at females? What do they have to do with this? Frost might be just as much of a dumbass as you are, but that was so uncalled for. I low-key felt bad for her in that moment. Bi-Han is like 2 losses away from becoming a right-wing grifter at this point. I'm gonna keep his Mortal Kombat 11 track record very short. Just like they did, by the way. After 8 years since his last appearance, losing 4 fights, winning 0, and getting sucked into a tornado, not only does he have less screen time, he actually, surprisingly, wins the only 3 fights he sees himself in. Just kidding.
Guess Ermac's not the only one who's weak.
Do you know they not going in, don't you? You just be throwing that bitch up, don't you? You be shooting straight red releases, man. Your shit be nowhere near the line, bruh.
Bro, we watch some on Cartoon Network, ain't we?
We all know not to take the power scaling of Mortal Kombat serious, but it is a damn shame because they clearly take their time when it comes to his design and showcasing his abilities, yet loses every single time, while Striker, random white guy from New York, undefeated.
A police officers too with no type of powers, just guns and a nightstick and stuff, bro. Like what? Ermac.
I can't help but think of Nakali, who is handled almost just as incorrectly. I don't know if it's worse that Nakali ate shit for the entirety of...
Bro, this character, yeah, bro. Useless character in Street Fighters. Bro, I remember I used to play with this character. Oh my God. Bro, y'all don't understand how many L's I was taking. I was taking undefeated L's, infinite L's. I said, forget him.
Street Fighter 5 and never came back after that, or that Noob goes through the same stuff in multiple games. But I
see, like I said, with Noob, he's a popular character. That's why most people gonna let him slide. Noob been there for the longest, bro. He's a popular character, so of course they're gonna let him slide.
Will say though, he makes an appearance in the DLC expansion of Mortal Kombat 11, and he has his best fight scene to date, in my opinion.
Funjin, that ain't Funjin. Mortal Kombat 1.
In Mortal Kombat 1.
The game that I'm playing now. All the ones I play with now is like I said, I play with Reptar and on Gears. Is it Gearus or Gear? Him. They're the only 2 I play with. Everybody else, Hey, I play with everybody else too, but them are two major ones. Yeah, I spam low kick and grab. I take every W, bro. And then people wanna mess at me like, oh man, yeah, that's all you know how to do. It's a W. I'm just here having fun. I'm not playing, I'm not taking it serious, just having fun. Then they want to get mad at me? Okay, whatever, bro. Sorry, people.
With the timeline being reset, he is now the Grand Master of Lin Kuei.
So yeah, I like how they restarted everything over, so like for the new people can understand now.
Which was honestly the most shocking fucking news I heard about that game, considering his track record. I was more shocked to hear that than Sub-Zero and Scorpion now being brothers.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, that part right there too as well. That part too was, like I said, it just like a whole new era, bro. Because it's a lot of new people too it's a lot of new young people want to get into it and want to know the story. I'm just ready for Mortal Kombat 2, MK2, bro. I hope we get MK2, bro. But when we had the vampire chick, the voice actor, bro, man, don't mess it up, bro. Just get her out, bro. Don't never let her be the next voice actor, bro.
Crying out loud. I don't know what possessed Liu Kang to choose Bi-Han as Grandmaster, because I think he would have a very hard time naming one thing, just one thing that Bi-Han has done in the past to prove that he would be a good fit for such a position of power. I don't think a win-to-loss ratio of this caliber should be socially acceptable for a Grandmaster. Bi-Han as Sub-Zero gets nearly 3 times as much screen time as he has in Mortal Kombat 9 and 11 combined. That's not even including Chaos Reigns, where he becomes Noob Saibot.
I didn't too much care for the green though. The green really
combined. That's not even including Chaos Reigns, where he becomes.
You see, the green really I didn't too much care for the green. I'm like, why they got the green in there? The green really kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm like, bro, so I understand. I guess it's the souls and all that, but I like the original costume.
Comes Noob Saibot. With this screen time, he also gets a lot of wins for once. He loses here and there, but this is really cool to see on paper at least. Just like how I said he's the type of person that makes it hard to feel bad for him. The only drawback from this extra screen.
Oh, I forgot about Smoke too, man, bro. I just dislike the part that he just had to go that route again, bro. Like, I thought they were gonna be brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like brothers and go against Witchcollar and them, like Quan Chi and them, but oh my god.
Screen time is that on top of having 3 times as much of it, he is also 3 times as insufferable as you've ever seen him before. He has this hard-ass mentality about him with
and I liked it too, bro. I liked it, but bro, come on.
Very little honor. He's even willing to.
I'm always team Sub-Zero though, but it is what it is though. While my friends, they more team Sub-Zero. I mean, while my team, they more team Scorpion. I'm more team Sub-Zero, so it is what it is.
To attack Scorpion at his own wedding. One key trait that is important.
That was nasty though.
To his character is that instead of guiding the world, he would much rather rule it with an iron fist. I say this is important because he almost instantly folds and betrays the Lin Kuei, of which he is the Grand Master. Liu Kang, I'm looking at you. Of which he is the Grand Master. He betrays the Lin Kuei in favor of more power alongside Shang Tsung. I mean,
Shang Tsung just crazy, bro.
Why you gotta be a hard ass and a dumbass? Leave some ass for the rest of us. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over. After betraying his brother Kuai Liang, he then proceeds to get his ass beat by him shortly after. There isn't much different to his story here despite the extra screen time. But it's cool because up to this point, Bi-Han has pretty much always been somebody bitch. First it was Quan Chi, then it was Kronika. Now, he's not nobody bitch, but sadly, he is still a dumb bitch. He doesn't become Noob until the expansion of Chaos Reigns, which he is clearly supposed to be the highlight of the story, with the most screen time.
But I feel like he more like a good guy on this one though.
He's probably ever had. But at this point, the issue is no longer that he is useless and gets tossed by everybody. The issue is 2 things. One, that at his core he is arrogant, short-sighted, hard-headed, selfish asshole.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, I mean, yeah. That's why I say I feel like he's a good guy, but it just Like, dang, bro. But I like it though.
And 2, because he is never one of the main villains. And because of that, he will never have a good run in a Mortal Kombat story. The good characters don't mess with him like that, and the bad characters also don't mess with him like that. And
they pretty much just use him.
Stay getting his ass
beat. He's the other world or something like that, I think.
So he can't even be a good villain, for crying out loud. He is destined to be somebody, bitch.
Bro, and she fighting for him too, bro. I forget her name, but bro, she is fighting for him too, bro. I'm like, bro, she trying. Hey, yo, W. I forget the character name, but W for her, cause she is willing to fight for him
until the day he dies. And because of that, it doesn't matter how much screen time he has.
My boy Gears. That's who I play with right now. This who I play with right here.
Now, I don't know if he's still sexist in this timeline. Maybe Liu Kang patched that, especially since he got the whole like romance with Sector going on, which is another horrible person, by the way. 2 cheeks of the same ass right the fuck there.
I like it though, bro.
There is much to learn from a man like Noob Saibot. It's actually inspirational. The fact that every single opportunity he's had to prosper, he's failed miserably and is still here is very respectable. It's a lot of niggas out here fuck up once and is too scared to try again. Granted, for somebody
that R form right that he doing though.
Like Noob, he might have just been better off tapping out early on. I'm just saying. I was not lying when I said he was one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat. He was my favorite character in Mortal Kombat 9 when I was a kid. And that is still...
he was cool. He was that cool. Byron was my favorite one.
My favorite Noob design. His chaos range.
Yeah, the design was dope. But like I said, the green, this new one, like I don't too much care for the green though, bro. But I get it. It's the souls. So I get it.
Is a very close second though. But I just like how simple his design is in 9. There is a reason why I didn't touch on the original timeline. With Mortal Kombat 9 being a reboot of the first 3 games, the original timeline is more or less the same story and events, but with much less detail, especially related to Bi-Han. There aren't many notable events when it comes to Noob specifically. There is Mortal Kombat Mythologies, which is a game that is chronologically the first to take place that centers Bi-Han as...
Y'all never played that game. I played, see, y'all don't know nothing about that. I played the game right now. I've been playing a whole lot of MK games, bro. Oh, I be on that stuff now.
Sub-Zero. It's probably the only piece of media that doesn't depict Bi-Han as a useless piece of dog shit. So good for him. Except that was...
But the game was so boring.
Almost 30 years ago. Widely considered to be one of the worst Mortal Kombat games ever. And
yeah, I said the game was so boring though, bro. But I was enjoying it. But it was so boring.
It's also boring as shit.
Yeah, it's boring, bro. It's so boring, but I had to play because it's Sub-Zero, baby.
Oh yeah, good for him. Yet another character that is embarrassingly bitch-faced, horrible at their job, acts extremely cold to their only sibling, and also has a spin-off that is regarded as one of the worst games in the series. Now,
that game.
Why does that sound so familiar? Anyways, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and see you next time.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I be rocking with that though, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, I like that though. It's something different, you know, a little gaming things too. So you ever know. Look at that shit.